All right. Hey, I'm just gonna do just a little quick tutorial on playing chords, how I like to play chords. And so I'll just show you how I do it. And then you can apply this to any chord. So there's like a theory on how chords are structured. And the way that a chord is structured, a major chord is you play the 1 and the 3 and the 5. That's just a major chord. So any major chord, we're gonna start in the key of C because it's the easiest to explain. And you can hit the transpose button. So if we're playing in the key of D, you can transpose up 2, but play C chord shapes. You can transpose down 3, and then you can play in the key of A, but you're still playing C shapes. So the way that the piano is structured, it shows easily how a chord is formed, and then how you can apply that to any chord that you play. So if we're in the key of C, so we're just playing just the white notes, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So I'm gonna play the 1 and the 3 and the 5, which is a C, an E, and a G. That's called a triad, or a major chord, C, E, G. But if you look at the piano, so if you look between the C and the D, there's a full step. So which means that there's a note in between. So C, and then C sharp, D. So there's a full step between C and D, full step, and there's a full step between D and E. But then you notice that when you go from the E to the F, which is also in the key of C, C, D, E, F, there's just a half step. There's no note in between. So between the 3 and the 4, it's a half step. But then between the 4 and the 5, there's a full step. So if I go from the F, F sharp, G, that's a full step. So the way that major chords are structured is whole step, half step, full step. And that just means that there's a full step, means that there's a note in between. So you can apply that to any chord. You can apply that to C chord, F chord, G chord, an A chord. We'll go over that a little bit later. But if you apply the same thing where it's full step, half step, full step, you can play that chord. So I'm just gonna play a C chord, and then I'm going to do, with my left hand, I'm gonna double bass, which means I'm just gonna stretch an octave and play the C. That's the chord I'm playing. So I'm just gonna play the C, and the C down an octave. So that's a C chord. So you can apply that to the F chord. So F starts on the F, and then there's a full step between F and G, and then between G and A. Okay, so F, A, C. So you got whole step, half step, whole step. And then the 4 would be the B flat. So you got whole step, half step, full step. So F, A, C. So that's a C chord. If I move it up and I play a G chord, so I got full step between the G and the A, full step between the A and the B, half step between the B and the C, and then a full step between the C and the D. Full step, half step, and then full step. So a G chord, double bass a G chord. So I'm playing the G, B, D. So C chord, F chord, G chord. Those are the major chords, F, C, or C, F, G. Those are the major chords in the key of C. So that's lesson number 1. So you're playing a full step between 1 and 2, a full step between 2 and 3, and then a half step between 3 and 4, and then a full step between 4 and 5.